Hello everyone, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So I want to take this painting as an opportunity to talk about my technique when painting hands, but also to talk about the meaning behind it and why it's a special painting. So when looking at my process, you'll see that I laid down a fairly detailed initial sketch so that I could get the proportions of the hands correct pretty quickly within the process, and so I could only focus on the shadows and the colors and everything else about the piece. And in terms of figuring out colors, I had a photo reference for this piece, so I would actually go in and sample colors that I saw in the hands so that I could then mix them on my palette and get them fairly accurate. And honestly, probably the biggest way I like to break down a piece like this in my head is primarily thinking about lights and shadows, because that really dictates everything that you're looking at, and you start to see the fingernails and the subtle wrinkles and the knuckles and really everything. And another thing to think about when you're trying to achieve a more 3D effect in a painting is what things are pushing forward. So in this instance, it's the top knuckle of this hand that's pushing up towards the viewer. So I really paid attention to the light that's on top of it, as well as the shadows that are below and surrounding it. And overall, when painting skin, I think it's important to realize how many colors actually make up the complexion of our skin. And if you can observe those colors, it'll really show up in your piece and make it lifelike. And as for the meaning of this piece, about a month before I created this painting, my father-in-law lost his father. So my wife had the idea for me to create this painting as a way to sort of commemorate his life and the legacy that he led, and using the hands as a sort of vehicle to understand this father-son dynamic, as they both worked with their hands all their lives, and it only seemed fitting to illustrate their hands together in this painting. This concept of our hands representing our ability to work is something that really resonates with me and hits home with me as being an artist and working with my hands almost every day and all day. So I was really happy overall to create this piece for my in-laws as a small way to express my condolences and hopefully honor this man's life. And I really love how this piece turned out on a technical level as well as this more emotional level, as a means to honor this father and son relationship.